The holiday season is upon us, and this week marks the start of a major holiday for members of the Jewish faith. Welcome to SSPTV Community News. I'm Lisa Sugart. This Thursday evening, December 7th, the first candle will be lit on the menorahs for members of the Jewish faith. It is in celebration of Hanukkah, which will run through December 15th. I'm very pleased to have back with us once again our dear friend Dan Cardonic, who is the executive director of the Scranton Jewish Community Center. Dan, first of all, I know I'm a little early, but happy Hanukkah to you and everyone who is celebrating. I know this comes at an extremely difficult time. Hanukkah is a celebration of lights and joy, and this comes at a time during war right now. And I'm sure that is on the minds of everyone, all Americans, especially those of the Jewish faith, and everyone around the world as well. So tell us what it's like this year, I guess, trying to celebrate this beautiful holiday amidst all the turmoil.
Well, thank you for having me, Lisa. And yes, this is a time of year during Hanukkah when it's supposed to be very festive and full of joy. Unfortunately, around the world, not only our local Jewish community, but around the world, we'll be bringing in Hanukkah in a little bit of a different light this year. The joy is tempered by sadness, given what's happened in Israel. A holiday that like this is hard to be able to celebrate when we're thinking about hostages that have not returned home. Where we're thinking about family and friends who are in Israel and their safety. And so it won't be the same joy that we've experienced up until now. It'll be a different kind of joy, one that will be more of sort of deep faith, prayer, and as we unite with Israel during this extremely difficult time. Hanukkah is supposed to be the time where we're celebrating a miracle, and the miracle of lights, and for us to be able to come together as family and friends and to be able to enjoy 8 days of a wonderful celebration. But most of this is going to be overshadowed by thinking about our family and friends and our deep connection in Israel.
I'm sure there is a deep connection for many people locally here that have people in Israel, that relatives, friends, someone they know, which makes it all the more difficult.
Many members of the Jewish community, not just in our community, but around the state and around the country, have strong and deep connections to Israel, know somebody, whether it's a family member, whether it's a friend, whether it's just having spent a lot of time there as a Jewish person, and their spiritual and strong connection that they have to the land and its people. And so we carry with us the sadness of what happened and our hope that we will be able to come to a solution to this awful situation that's occurred, and that we're reeling from the fact that there were barbaric attacks against the Israeli people. And we are hoping that we can really rid this world, just like everybody else, of evil and tyranny. And that's what this is. We are fighting another terrorist organization. Israel is fighting another terrorist organization in order to protect its people and preserve its right to exist.
Well, we're all praying, with you and joining with you in support of that. I mean, this is just horrific. And, every year at this time, we do this interview, talking about the happiness and the joy of Hanukkah. And for someone who's not maybe familiar with the Jewish faith, give us a brief synopsis of what the significance of Hanukkah is at this time.
Hanukkah means dedication, and it commemorates the rededication of the Holy Temple in Jerusalem in 165 BCE, which the Jews overcame oppression from the Syrian Greeks and were able to drive them out of the land of Israel to reclaim the Holy Temple. And when they reclaimed the temple, they were looking for a cruse of olive oil to light the menorah. And they found only one cruse that wasn't contaminated by the Greeks. And they figured they had only enough oil that would last one day. So the menorah lighting would only last one day. And a miracle happened. It lasted for 8 days. So on Hanukkah, we celebrate a miracle. And that's what we're going to be doing here on Sunday, December 10th at the JCC. It's our Hanukkah Street Festival. We will have live music, good food, kids' activities like inflatables and arts and crafts, a balloon artist, an olive press where you'll be able to make your own olive oil, as well as a Miracle of Lights experience, which is being put together. And it'll be really neat. Not going to spoil the surprise on that one. But we are looking forward to being able to at least celebrate the holiday while at the same time uniting with Israel and keeping the thoughts and prayers of the Israeli people in our hearts throughout the event. And we have certain activities that will go on at our festival that will reflect that. And one of the symbols, as you know, of the Hanukkah holiday is to serve fried foods, because the miracle was the oil lasted for 8 days. And as a result, we eat fried foods that are cooked in oil. So that's the theme behind all the foods that will be served, such as latkes, French fries, donuts, popcorns, all the good junk food that we cooked in oil that we like to eat. And we look forward to at least coming together as a community, not only to celebrate the holiday with some joy, but also at the same time to unite with Israel and the Israeli people, and to remember and to also keep their thoughts and prayers in our hearts as we celebrate, and really to celebrate for those that are unable to. Remember, there's still about 170 hostages that aren't going to be able to light a menorah come December 7th, the night of December 7th. So we like to think that we're going to do that for them.
And this gathering that you're having is December 10th from noon to 3, right in front of the Jewish Community Center.
Right.
So, but it's not just for members of the Jewish faith. You want the entire community to come out.
Right. The entire community is invited to join us for this event. Because of the weather forecast, it will most likely be moved indoors. We do like it to have it out on the street as a festival, but it's expected, inclement weather is expected. So we are likely going to move it indoors. But we invite the community to come out and celebrate with us and stand together with us as we celebrate Hanukkah, and also are standing in solidarity with Israel.